Denver Broncos have hired Sean Payton to be their next head coach.
Oh shit. Let's ride.
So Sean Payton, 152 wins, 89 losses, overall head coaching record in 15 seasons for the New Orleans Saints. Made the playoffs 9 times, won Super Bowl title. He's a quarterback guru. He's a large part of him is credited with changing Drew Brees for the better and making him into the Hall of Famer he was, guiding him when he came over in a trade from the Chargers. This is a big coaching hire. What you think of this, Sam?
I think Sean Payton is one of the top 5 dead or alive coaches, man, in the NFL, bro.
Top 5?
Man, I think so, man. Hey, man, he knows how to run that offense for real, and I think he can rejuvenate Russell Wilson because Nathaniel Hackett, man, couldn't do anything, man. He was chopped liver over there. For real, letting that man get all hit up and all types of things, man. And then you were talking about the injury reports. So, like I say, hopefully he can piece this stuff together. And, we were talking about the last episode that Sean Payton was going to come in and make a impact instantly. So that's what I believe he would do over there. He got to get some pieces. I believe that the defense is pretty solid, but he needs some definite pieces on that offense. Maybe offensive line, maybe a crucial running back, man. It's so many running backs in this year's draft with Robinson from Texas and stuff like that, man. Like, you got to get you some pieces or whatever over there. And I believe that you can make an impact now. Maybe 8-9 games this year. Nothing like super crazy, but
it's better than 5.
Right, but nothing super crazy or whatever. Like I say, the offense was just so lackluster, man. And I believe this could be the turning point for Russell Wilson. Because if this doesn't happen, man, like it's it for Russell Wilson, man. They're gonna cut this man, bro. For real. He could have been the 49ers backup.
I'll chance it with Josh Johnson. Stay in, Johnson. Stay in.
I don't know, bro.
I'm just talking shit, bro. I'm just talking
man,
shit.
It's serious business out here, man. But shout out to Denver, man, going ahead and making that move. But they gave up so many picks, bro.
Bro, listen, let me tell you. For this better work out because as long as you can win more than 5 games, you're winning already. Which Sean Payton will. He's a great coach, no doubt, no question about it. What they gave up for this, man, check this out. So the Saints are going to get a first-round pick this year, a 2024 second-round pick, right? So that's what the Saints get. You want to see what the Seahawks get? Bro, the Seahawks are about to give them 2 years, see what the Seahawks looking like. They're going to be the Legion of Boom all over again. Yo, they received a first-round pick in 2022 for it. They were second-round pick in 22. They received the 5th-round pick in 2022, which, a couple of those picks were Kenny Walker, Tariq Woolen. That's who they turned out to be.
Right.
2 of the top rookies already. They get a first-round pick this year. They get a second-round pick this year. They got Drew Lock, quarterback, tight end Noah Fant, and they had a defensive lineman, Shelby Harris. They got all of that. So if this doesn't work for the Broncos,
right?
No, man. I don't know what to say, but I think Sean Payton will do good things for them. He's a great coach. He's proven in this league. He's a winner. He makes the playoffs. He's gonna have you compete nonetheless. Those five wins, it's not gonna happen again.
For real. He gonna have the trap jumping over there, man, in Denver. For real.
And as far as Russell Wilson goes, man, we joked a lot this year because he looked so terrible last year. I mean, I actually defended him last year in Seattle because he wasn't healthy last year. He wasn't. He was trying to play, not healthy. He shouldn't have been playing, but this year he supposedly was. Maybe some news will come out that he wasn't again. I don't know. That's usually how it goes. But he looked awful this year, the whole offense. So going into next year, we'll see how much he was really to blame as opposed to Nathaniel Hackett. So, but I still don't think he's Russ no more. But I don't think he's an absolute bum, no matter how much we joke on here about it. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not a top 10, but he's all right.
No,
he's not a top 10
not.
no more. I mean, he had years in Seattle with the right coach with Pete Carroll and the offense they ran. He was a top 5 quarterback in the league like some years ago, bro. So
consistently, definitely, for real. I just want to see him back to his greatness, man. I just want to see him because he's a great guy, for real. Like, man, he does it all. He checks all the boxes, man. But like I say, those smaller quarterbacks get hit. And it's so much more detrimental or whatever because it's harder to heal. And you're getting up in age now. I believe you're like 32 now, 32, 33 years old now. So those hits or whatever, man, they're going to be lingering. Those injuries are going to be a little bit more lingering.
We'll transition to DeMeco Ryans. DeMeco Ryans is a former defensive coordinator now of the San Francisco 49ers. He accepted the head coaching job for the Houston Texans. He played most of his career with the Texans from 2006 to 2011. He has 6 years of coaching experience now, starting as like an assistant and then working his way up to a defensive coordinator. He becomes the third black head coach of the Houston Texans in 3 years, as Lovie Smith and David Culley were both fired after 1 season.
And I believe he got a 6-year contract, I believe.
Yeah, but
is that correct?
Yeah, it was a 6-year deal. But the lengths, all that shit don't never matter. I mean, how many years was Lovey's for, and how many was Culley's for? Like, but right. Yeah. So how do you feel about the hire though?
And I don't see those guys doing anything, man, no time soon. For real, they are rebuilding, restructuring, freaking demolition derby, man. They are the demolition derby over there. Bro, y'all have nothing to even. Where do you start? Where do you start with this team? Well, is it the quarterback? Is it the defense? Is it the freaking bro?
Yeah,
I feel like Lovie Smith had that stuff going on track a little bit. I mean, they won 3 games. Okay, one of them was the last game. Okay, I understand all that stuff, but a lot of those games they were in. But they don't have the talent to go with the coaching. Lovie Smith is a Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, coach, bro. He went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Bro, he went to the Super Bowl, bro, with Rex Grossman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
For real. And I love Rex Grossman at Florida, but not at Chicago. You feel me? Like, he was nothing, bro. He was nothing over there, bro. And he did that stuff with them. Defensively or whatever, I feel like those guys are pretty good, but bro, where do you start with that stuff, man? For real, like you got to get a blank piece of paper, man. Like, for real, like, nobody's safe.
Yeah, it's
kind of like how Deion went when he went to, you know what I'm saying? Where Deion at?
Colorado.
When Deion went to Colorado, he was like, man, nobody's safe, man. Getting these transfer portals, man, and hey, for real, because like we want winners. We need a winning mentality. And this stuff that y'all got going on or whatever is not it, man. It's not it. You got a beautiful stadium, NRG Stadium, man, one of the nicest stadiums, bro. And, bro, this is not it.
It's going to be hard. The thing that he's really going to battle with is, obviously, this is his first head coaching gig, but the problem is they don't like to give these brothers the opportunity to switch the team around, man. Anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, going to need more than 1 season. The Brian Dabolls who come in 1 season playoffs and the Doug Petersons come in 1 season playoffs, like that does not happen all the time.
Dime a dozen.
It's a dime a dozen, exactly. So the problem is Houston Texans don't have that much draft capital to work with, and you have so many holes, like you stated. Like, where do you start? If it's me, I'm starting at quarterback because I don't think Davis Mills is it. But they have a good young receiver over there, Nico Collins from Michigan. He just needs his chance. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Cooks wants out now, so he'll probably be gone. But Dameon Pierce is a beast at running back. So you got a couple players, but you need pieces everywhere. It's going to be a disaster. Whatever happens, can you just please give DeMeco Ryans more than 1 season to do it? Because if you keep firing coaches after 1 year, you're never going to get no results, and you're going to bankrupt your team by having to keep paying these coaches millions and millions in guarantees before. You're going to pay him anyway. Give him a chance. Give him a couple years, man. Like,
exactly.
It's stupid. Frank Reich, former Indianapolis Colts head coach that was fired last year. He accepted the head coaching job to the Carolina Panthers. Reich has a 40-33-1 overall head coaching record for the Colts in 4 full seasons before being fired last year. He was 3-5-1 when he was fired. That was his record, 3-5-1. Then they replaced him with Jeff Saturday, and Jeff Saturday went 1-7. But Frank Reich was no bum of a coach. We covered this topic before, Sam. I didn't feel like he should have been fired. He made the playoffs twice in those 4 full seasons. A lot of ups and downs as the Colts head coach, as they've been through a lot of stuff in recent years too. They haven't been right. They haven't been able to get no kind of like consistency or any type of groove at quarterback since Andrew Luck retired. And even when he was there a lot of the times too, because he was always injured, hence his retirement, but still. So, but I don't know, man. I just feel like Frank Reich, he might do all right over there in Carolina. He ain't going to do no worse than Matt Rule, I don't think. What you think he's going to do?
I think Steve Wilks, man, did a hell of a job with that roster because they didn't have much of anything or whatever. He got rid of a couple pieces. He got rid of Baker Mayfield. He got rid of what's the receiver name? They ain't do shit.
Robbie Anderson, and then they got rid of Christian McCaffrey. The management got rid of everybody, and then they handed the team to Steve Wilkes and said, "Here, let's see what you got."
Right. So Steve Wilkes, man, did a hell of a job, whatever, over there. I don't know why he didn't get a consideration, but I felt like they should have kept him on the staff in some way, shape, or form. But Frank Wright is pretty good though, man. I like Frank Wright, and if he gets one of these top 2 quarterbacks, man, if he gets Bryce Young or anybody of that sort,
or CJ Stroud,
right?
Will Levis,
Levis, yep, get Levis or something like that or whatever. I feel like they can be a top team or whatever because the running game, man, is off the chain over there. I really like what they have over there. I thought Carolina was going to be a pretty good team with Baker Mayfield, whatever, coming back over there, but that didn't seem to happen. You know, Baker going to be Baker, man, doing all those damn progressive commercials and all that crazy shit, man. He's a superstar. So, like, if you get you a real deal quarterback, one of these rookie quarterbacks, or maybe even a veteran, you know, and you get that stuff together with it, I feel like the defense is pretty good. And I feel like he got a lot to work with over there. So Frank Wright, man, I feel like he might be the guy for the job, but I feel like they should have kept Wilkes in some kind of shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah, definitely. That's fair. It'll be curious to see if he ends up getting a chance one day. I hope he does, man, because what he was able to do with limited. I mean, dude, that was what Carolina was one of the only two teams that stomped. They stomped the Lions, dude. They stomped us, bro. 230 rushing yards in the first half. Like, man, that was the first game my son ever watched with me. I'm like, yeah, get used to this. you know,
for real. I remember they played us to whatever the first game or whatever. You're like, man, y'all should beat those guys, isn't that? I say, man, it's a trap game, bro. Trap game. And you were like, man, you was wilding, bro. I know what the hell I be talking about. For real. Those guys got that shit under control now, though, man. For real. Yeah. If they would have started with Wilkes, they might have made the playoffs. They might have beat us out of the division. You know,
they probably would have won the division. Possibly.
Definitely.
So how about this? So Frank Reich to the Carolina Panthers, DeMeco Ryans to Houston Texans, and Sean Payton to the Denver Broncos. Which coaching hire is going to be the best hire for each team? Which coach is going to be the most successful 2 or 3 years from now? Why don't y'all comment and let us know in the comment section? Which coach is going to be the most successful out of DeMeco Ryans, Sean Payton, and Frank Reich? Let us know. Panthers, Broncos, or Texans? Who y'all got?